Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order.
So our first presentation this evening is the Alternative Education Program. And I'm not sure who's here to present, but come right up to the podium. Great, thank you.
First, I would like to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Caitlin Logan. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a part of the alternative school here at Maranacook. I'm graduating this year as a junior, and I've also been accepted to the Summer Institute for the American Civil Liberties Union at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. for this summer.
That's awesome.
I get good grades, all A's and B's, and I'm also the president of the Civil Rights team. To be completely honest, I've been putting off this off as much as possible. This is a topic that affects me and some of my closest friends very heavily, and I was scared that I couldn't make this grand enough for myself and especially for them. In the Maranacook Handbook, under the support services on page 12, and to quote, the alternative program at Maranacook is available to high school students whose educational needs are not being met in regular school settings. Student programs are self-paced and designed accordingly to the individual needs and interest of the student. In order for students to be considered for the alternative program, they must contact their guidance counselor for an application and description of the program requirements. Around a week or two before school started, the alt team found out that we were no longer going to be in the alt building, which was a trailer that was outside of school, out through those doors. Already feeling displaced without our teacher coming back with us, we no longer had a place to call our home the alt building. We were told that the building was not safe and needed many repairs to continue to house the program. We then found out that we were being moved to the middle school. This felt pretty demeaning at first, simply because we are high schoolers. We should either be in the high school building or in our own building. In the end, it is true, the trailer was no longer safe. However, none of the students in alt want to be in the middle school or for it to be a permanent home for the program. It's a nice space, but it's not our space. Let's be honest, the alternative kids have a bad rep. Alternative back when my dad was in high school was sweeping parking lots and picking up cigarette butts. But I can assure you that it's much more now. Alternative is a safe haven for kids who don't always feel like they fit the mold. We are a group of very diverse characters that come from different financial, political, and educational backgrounds. One thing is for all of us. Normal public school does not meet our needs. Here in alt, we do a lot of different things. Last year, we stacked wood for an elderly member of our community, held a food/money drive, gave away eggs for our chickens, repaired the school greenhouse and raised beds, and picked an assortment of vegetables to donate to the food pantry, and we did pick those vegetables in the rain. And we created an outdoor classroom space. Since the move, I think we all feel pretty displaced. Being in the middle school is more difficult makes it more difficult for us to continue to do the good work that we do in our alternative program. We have been able to build wooden toys and donate them, but I know that we can do more. One of the ways a lot of these projects get done was because of the accessibility that we had to our leading teachers. It was relatively easy to go in and out from the high school to the alt building. Getting to the middle school alt room is a challenge. We are not allowed to walk through the middle school, and the hill that leads down to the outside door of the alt room had a sign put up on it a few months after school started reading "No foot traffic on hill." The only other option we are left with is walking all the way around the middle school. There was a rumor of building stairs, but that was something that was talked about when the signs were put up, and now there is a rumor that we have lost the funding. Having to walk completely around the school is a big inconvenience, and it can be humiliating to explain to teachers when we walk into class late. This is not convenient for the kids of alt at all. Our time is extremely valuable to us, so that we can achieve the things that we do. When it comes down to it, the alternative students don't have to earn a space, but if we did, I'd say that we have definitely done more than enough. We deserve the same access to the services as other high school students, like the nurse, our other teachers, and a bell schedule that we can have access to and is attainable. The last thing that I would like to read is my letter that I wrote to Kristen and Conway for my recommendation for me to graduate early. It reads, "Dear Miss Levesque and Mr. Conway, greetings. As both of you, I think, know, I plan on graduating early. I would like to do this because I have a lot of things planned for my future, and in order to do those things, I must be out of high school. Part of my plan is to start a sustainable homestead and provide sustainable goods, classes, and organic food to our community. In June or July, I'm going to purchase a house and land to do this on. Along with starting my own homestead, I'm also going to be working with farmers to develop new skills and to further improve already existing ones. Also, from July 29th to August 5th, I will be staying at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., attending the ACLU Summer Institute. There I will learn to be an activist and to be empowered by other young adults that are also passionate about civil rights. My high school experience started off rocky, but without the support of Alternative Team, I don't think I would have made it, and I would like that to be recognized. I worked very hard to graduate early, but without the help of the whole team, students included, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Alternative is an extremely hard-working group of dedicated young adults and teachers that have improved my experience at Marana Cook greatly. Please continue to work hard to keep the Alternative Team in place at Marana Cook for the future of Marana Cook. And thank you for everything, and I signed it.
I would say you represented your classmates well this evening. Yeah. Next on the agenda is Amy Trinnell.
That's a very hard act to follow.
Yeah.
Caitlin, I'm really proud of you. That was a great presentation and a great, great program Alternative Ed offers the students at Marana Cook. I'm here as the coach for the co-curricular program, the speech and debate team. And I want to say that I'm delighted that Marana Cook supports that program and all that it offers to the students of Marana Cook. I think that one of the things that it provides the students is an opportunity to really expand their creativity, work on their creative thinking and writing. And to me, the most important thing that it offers students is the ability to look at two sides of an issue and truly understand the differing positions of different topics. The kids really take on very serious topics to research and debate. And I think that the opportunity for the kids to really explore this has truly been beneficial to all of the students who have been able to participate in it. The program at Marana Cook has been incredibly successful. We have this year about 12.5 kids who have participated in the program. We have tournaments on Saturdays, and all of the kids who participated this year received an award or accolation at any number of the tournaments that happened across the state this year. And the best part of it is the culmination of the season is the 2 tournaments for students in the main district to compete for the opportunity to participate in the national tournaments. There are 2 national tournaments every year, one sponsored by the National Speech and Debate Association and the other sponsored by the Catholic Forensic League. And Marana Cook has sent students to one and or both of these tournaments every year, and it's something that the school should be very proud of. I have 2 students here with me, and they wanted to speak about the national tournaments that they'll be attending. I have Hannah Woodford, whom you already know because she sits on the board here, and she's a sophomore, and this is the 2nd year that she has been able to participate in a national tournament. And I have Tyler Dunn, who's the captain of my debate team, and he's a junior, and he qualified for both of the national tournaments this year, and he's going to be attending both of the national tournaments. So I'll let Tyler talk about one of them and Hannah talk about the other, just very briefly, just to kind of give you guys an idea of what they do. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tyler Dunn. I'm the senior captain of the debate team. This year, I qualified for the NCFL with my NCFLs with my partner Gavin, and then at NSDA's, Gavin was unable to participate, and so I entered into the World Schools Debate and was accepted onto the World Schools Debate team, which is where we get 4 topics that are prepared and that we will prepare speeches for, and then we'll have 4 other topics that we will receive the day of the tournament. I'm the only student from Maranacook who will be attending that tournament, and I will be participating on a team with 3 other students from Deering High School. And I think it's a great opportunity that I think that should be promoted more, because, I mean, we have students here at Maranacook that don't know how to form argumentative essays, that don't know how to argue one side of the argument, yet alone both sides of the argument. And the ability that people gain in their writing, from myself example, I gained 10% across all my standardized testing scores after joining speech and debate in my 9th grade year. So, yeah. Thank you.
Tyler, what 4 questions have you been preparing?
I will not receive the topics until May 1st.
Ah, well,
And-
good luck.
Thank you.
So, you all know me already, but I'm
Hi,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Likewise to Tyler, I qualified for both the tournaments, but unfortunately, I couldn't go to the one that he's going to, so I hope he has a wonderful time. He really deserves it. He's a really good member of the debate team. But the National Catholic Forensic League one has been an amazing opportunity. In my freshman year, we qualified on a fluke, which was really fun, and it's just an amazing experience to be surrounded by people who are so passionate about the same thing that you are. Like, there's hundreds of kids there from all across the nation, equally as excited to be there. And I think Maranacook is really unique, because if you look around in central Maine, where do you see debate teams? Like, the closest one's Erskine, but that's it until you hit like Bangor or Portland. So I'm really grateful that we were able to like sponsor this and have so many wonderful kids join the team. And I think debate for me is really something that's super special. I think ask my parents, ask my friends. It's like literally the only thing I talk about. I love it dearly, and super grateful for Amy Turnell to be able to take us to these. I mean, she's dedicating maybe a week of her time for Tyler, and at least 5 days to take us to Kentucky, which she usually she's the one paying for her own trip there. So everything is super. It's all because of her, really. So great thanks to Amy Turnell. Great thanks to you guys for supporting the debate team. And nationals is a really unique thing that super grateful that we get to be a part of, especially for a tiny town. I think we're like 6th in the state, so like woot woot for us. But that's it. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
So again, thank you all very much for supporting this program. It's a very meaningful program, and it's been great for all of the kids who've been able to participate. Thank you.
Over the years.
Over the years.
That's fun, huh, Adam? Yeah? Is there anyone here this evening that would like to make comments to the board about, is this a time to make comments about the budget? I think so. I guess not. Do you have any additions or adjustments you would like to make to the agenda?
I have none.
So I have a question.
Okay.
She mentioned the stairs, because I thought that was part of the budget items when we sat down with the building person.
Yeah, it was in the first set of cuts, so.
How much were, the stairs were only like 3,000, weren't they?
No,
22,000.
no.
How much?
22,000.
For the metal ones?
And that wasn't installed.
I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of April 5th, 2017.
Second.
Is there any discussion, any questions, corrections, additions? All in favor? Opposed?
Abstain.
Abstain? Gary? Do you have the agenda in front of you, Mr. Carr?
Oh, yes. Make a motion that we accept the resignation of Colette Chavez
Davis.
for the high school math interventions.
Okay. All in favor? Opposed? Okay.
Make a motion that we accept the teacher resignation for Rebecca Henry, Manchester Elementary School.
That's too bad. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed?
Make a motion that we accept the donations listed on the page. 3 of them.
Is there a second? Second by Ms. Brotherly.
So I have one question on those.
Yeah?
Now, one of them appears that it should be used, must be a scholarship that we're giving out. So that's going to be put into that fund? Not into the general fund?
No, it's specifically for that scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all these are going to go into the proper? Okay. Cool.
All in favor? Opposed? Well, next on the agenda are updates. Yes, and do we have good news tonight?
Do you want to say it?
No, I want you to.
Okay, so we had great news on Friday. As you know, we had included an anticipated 9% health benefits cost, increase in benefits cost in the FY18 budget. And we got word that our actual increase was 0%. Saving us $169,507 in our expenditure budget. So, yahoo, that's great. So now
You mean we'll be able to pay for that administration?
we're hoping for more money. But as a result of that savings, our expenditure budget, and I believe you have these in your folders. Oh, do you want to give these out?
Oh, yeah.
Our expenditure budget is now down to $17,212,900. It's really $907,016, but we round to the nearest. Well, actually, we round up, so it's $908. So that's what we'll be asking you to vote on. It's an increase over FY17 of 4.39%. rather than the previously anticipated 5.42%. So we're going down. This change is reflected in the version 3 general fund school summary budget that you have in your folders. In addition, Bridget has figured out our carry forward, and we were figuring on the other green sheets, it was always $450,000, and she figured out it's $500,000. So that gives us an additional $50,000 in what we call our revenues. So with the reduced expenditure budget due to the stability of the cost of health benefits and the increase in the revenue due to a larger carry forward, there's a reduction in the total local funds needed to be raised by our towns of $219,507. So if you go on to the back of the revenue sheet, the green revenue sheet, you will see the impact on the towns. If you look, yeah, the local dollar sheet you should be looking at.
So much better.
So I recommend tonight board approval of the FY18 budget of $17,212,908.
So, you want a motion? Make a motion that we accept the 2017-2018 RSU 38 budget as so listed.
Is there a second? Is there discussion? Are we going to get out early tonight?
So what about this adult education?
Well, that's next. You have to vote.
Yeah, I wasn't adjourning, I was just.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all in favor of approving the budget as deliberated and decided upon over the last few weeks?
The C&C thing, is that the router, is that under
It's,
instructional equipment?
and it's in there, yes.
All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? All right.
Great.
We move forward as a board to the annual meeting on May 17th.
What about this adult?
We're going to have a vote on that as well.
If we had a motion.
Oh. Well, we'll make a motion for this. Make a motion that we accept the 17-18 RSU adult education budget.
It's in your folders, too.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Are there any questions? Further discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? And that passes unanimously.
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Wait a minute. Wait. We need you to stay, Donna has the warrants, so she'll be passing them around, so we need you all to sign them. Now you can do the adjournment.
You guys, do you want to stay and, no, you can go, okay? Do I have a, would you like to make a motion to
I make a
adjourn?
motion that we adjourn.
Mac, would you like to second that?
Once you sign the papers, you can go.
Okay, all in favor?
27 minutes.
Thank you very much, everyone, for the time that you put into preparing this budget.